Hey guys, I wanted to show you a nice little door design I made. It's based off of one where you have a frame kind of thing and a door, and when you place a torch here, the door opens. And then when you press a button on the other side somewhere, a water stream falls down and knocks this torch out. And then that closes the door. I decided to improve that design, so I came up with this. This is just the plain, this is all it really is. This is what it looks like. There's a bit of wiring underground, but it's not that menacing. So you just put a torch actually on the door. It pops off, you can take it. It doesn't close until you step on these pressure plates. And when you press the pressure plates again, it opens for you. Okay, so the first step is deciding where you want the door. So I decided I would like my door right here. So next, you take sticky pistons and diagonally from this frame block, put a square of them, 2 here, and 2 blocks here. Do the same thing on the other side. It should look like this. Next, you go behind them. Repeater set to 3, 2 blocks diagonally like this, and redstone there. When you power it, all 4 of these are powered. Do the same thing on the other side. And now we're going to connect them. So put 2 redstone like this, then a staircase. Put redstone on those. And here we're just going to put a roof over all of that. Put redstone here. And then square of redstone here. And you can choose which side you want to connect them. So now that's your door. So now we're going to hook up the redstone torch opening system. So why this works: if you have a sticky piston here and a torch here, the torch will actually power this piston. So you can have this under the floor and it is all concealed. So what we're doing is we'd have something like this. So you see how there's redstone here, and when you put this torch here, the redstone gets powered. So how will we use this? Pretty simple. So we'll have our torch here. The piston being powered will be there. So we're going to dig down. Okay, so let's start right here. We'll go down. How about yeah. So dig down this 4x4 square. How about 2 blocks? And then you just switch this piston that way. Okay, so then now when you put the torch here, this piston extends. I'm gonna put our torch down the block and redstone like this. So now we're gonna make an RS NOR latch. So torch, then redstone there. Gonna dig down a little further and put a torch right there. So that's an RS NOR latch. So what that does, when this is off and you put a torch down and then take it out, it is on and it's going to stay on. So what can we use that for? We're going to do a little trick here. Let's just cover this up and then put redstone like that in a zigzag and a torch like that. Okay, so this torch powers this redstone and this redstone, but that's not important. So it basically powers this redstone and it connects the RS NOR latch to the rest of the door. So right now the door is closed. When you put the torch down, it opens and pops the torch off. So that does a few important things. By popping the torch off, right? Okay, so when the torch is on, this is constantly getting power, so you can't actually reset the RS NOR latch. So by popping this off, it's not getting constant power, so you can turn it off like that. Okay, so next we want a way to reset this and close it by itself. So to do that, we're going to put pressure plates between these stairs. Okay, under those pressure plates put redstone, and to reset it we need to put power into this block here. So we put and the reason why that is because there's a torch here, and so when we power this block, that torch is powered. So if this is here, okay, if this is set and we power this, it becomes unset. So to power this, we take this line of redstone, put a repeater there, and then a block. So redstone powers block here, powers repeater, powers the block, then powers this redstone, then powers this block, which powers the torch. It's a mouthful, I know, and I know what I just said, so don't make jokes about that. And so now I'm just going to cover up the walkway so we can see what it does. So we have our torch, we pop it in there, it opens, not go over these pressure plates, and it closes. But then when you're on this side, you can't open it. So now that brings us to the hardest part about this. Knock this block out, put redstone, and you're done. So it opens, and you're all good. So then you can just cover it up in any way you want. You could fill in every single block here if you really want to, or you could just fill in the top layer of it. Really doesn't matter. Just make sure to keep this space here where the piston is. Make sure to keep this block here opened. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So then you just go on. You can test it out. Oops. And it all works. So then you just fill in anywhere else you want with blocks, and it's done.